the silence of being depressed. Major depression goes into the night so bad. I know I work the nights, but I'm trying to do things better. I get off this multi-month alcohol whatever binge, and the biggest problem that my body has when it's doing that is it goes from sleeping for long periods of time, like 14 hours at a time, just fine, which I like doing because it passes the time, but I got off of it and I haven't done it for 3 days, and it's not a problem, I don't really have any attachment to it other than my body I liked to sleep for 14 hours. But when I'm off of it now, guess what? I'm only sleeping for 2. My body's fine with it. It's so frustrating. This is how my body functioned most of the time, is sleeping 2 to 4 hours, And so I was in nursing school. I only got like 2 hours a night. It wasn't even all at once. And I think maybe that messed up my body even more. So it was nice when I started drinking that I was able to sleep. And I was able to sleep so that I would have less time in the day to do things. The problems now is that I'm sitting here laying in bed for 8 hours. Probably with insomnia. Just staring. And my mind stays active for so long and has all of those negative thoughts for as long as I can, and then I just stare into nothing. And the depression just deepens. You get past that point where you're just frustrated with your body for not shutting down, and you want to load up on melatonin, you want to do all these things. Alcohol was nice because it slowed me down, but I can't have that. That's not good for me. I know there are other things, but I just don't have the ability to go get them because not just for insurance reasons, I just can't get out of the house, and I don't want to go talk to people, and I don't want to go into a doctor's office. I am nursing enough, I don't even have to deal with doctors, but sort of. They're still there all the time. Ugh, such a pain in the rear. Another issue with stopping drinking is the constipation. I'm not a big coffee drinker. I just don't drink caffeine. I like to drink caffeine, but I usually drink it slowly. But what was so nice with the alcohol was that it just made things, come out nice and easy in the morning. Not that easy, but really easy, actually. Too easy, I think. But yeah, now I'm dealing with the constipation side effect. And the other thing is, I feel like my depression's dropping even more. I feel like more sad. I've been trying to do things, like I've been taking drives into the mountain, right? I've been going to see movies where nobody's at. Coincidentally, I actually cooked today instead of went to go get fast food, which was big. It was enjoyable. I still can't afford to buy food. You think it's cheaper, but it's not. It's really not. Oh my gosh. Food's so expensive to buy for a couple meals, even by yourself. So the nights are just terrible right now. Sleeping. And then you have the day, and when you are tired, it's too bright, So I wear a little mask to try and sleep or take a nap in the afternoon, and I get to the point where I'm so exhausted I finally fall asleep. But I remember getting up this morning, and I haven't been up before 2 p.m. in so long, but I was up at 8 this morning, and all I could do was just drive around just to make me think that I was doing something, to force a distraction on my mind, because I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't watch a movie, I couldn't play a video game, I couldn't look on social media, whatever that. I have no patience for social media. I can't even stand it. I don't have the attention span for social media. Just all of it kind of just infuriates me when I try to push myself to do it. Just makes me anxious, and it's just not good. And so I ended up just driving around. And at 8 o'clock, nothing was open except for Walmart, you know? So I go walk around in Walmart. I was just so bored, I ended up buying food that I ended up cooking later, which I guess was good. Made me do something. But I kept driving and driving because, like I said, I wanted to avoid moments of silence. And that's the problem. Like, I'm in this dilemma where I want to drink or take drugs to make me sleep, to pass the time because I'm depressed. I guess there's always antidepressants, but again, it's that issue of me actually going to talk to somebody. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'll talk to my patients. That's it. Or I'll go on death calls where I don't really have to talk to anybody on those because they're dead. But I mean, at least when I go see patients, and I love helping people. Don't get me wrong. It's just this depression is just eating me alive. Some days I wish it would, all the way. But it doesn't, and I can't, and it won't. Ugh. So I just sit there in my bed until my back starts hurting because I have to switch positions every so often. You know, that moment in the middle of the night when you start punching your pillow because you're so frustrated and you hate your pillow so much. Because you hate your body so much. And that only adds to the negative self-image that I already have of my own self. So, you know, a lot of ADHD people are like this, you know. We're morning people. We're every day of the moment people. We wake up, we're like ready to go, you know? It's just so annoying. I am so annoyed with myself for not being able to sleep and have a normal life. Especially during this depressed state in my life where it's just terrible, major depression, and all I want to do is sleep, and my body's like, no. But then I'm like, okay, if you're telling me nope, then what am I supposed to do? And I have zero desire to do anything. So it's just like, it just wants to be awake. It's like these elderly people that are ready to die, and their body's like, nope. They just lay there. And we turn them every so often on those beds so that they don't get pressure sores that don't open up and fester all the way down to the bone, and they're uncomfortable. So they just lay there, and people come and talk to them, and we move them every so often. That's like me. I'm just laying in my bed and moving every so often to avoid a pressure sore. And my mind is just gone, and I'm in this deep depression, except I'm not taking morphine and tramadol and some of the good stuff that we give for patients for hospice that is so good for them, that takes off the anxiety. And I should be, but I don't know, I don't feel like the drugs are within my reach, and even if I get a hold of the drugs, I don't feel like I'll take them consistently. Like everything else in my life that I can't do consistently, that I fail at, that I stop doing after a few weeks because my body just forgets about it or gets bored or moves on to the next thing. That's what a depression pill would be for me. I wouldn't even be able to keep the attention span to get it into therapeutic range. After 3 weeks, it takes a few weeks, you know? I don't even think I could get into that habit. Oh my gosh. I'm so done.